Welcome to Shivering Timbers Dojo. Tonight we're going to continue our deep dive into Tedori Jujitsu Blue Belt, Tip 6. So Tip 6 is the offensive techniques. Just like in Yellow Belt, we are on the offensive. The uke is standing or moving in a particular way, and we go get them. Tonight we're going to work on the fingers, the wrist, and the elbows. As before, Blue Belt is all about the juwaza, the tachi juwaza, the standing flow through the techniques. There's a lot of juwaza on the ground for other styles of jiu-jitsu. Tedori Jujitsu works on the juwaza standing in order to get them to the ground. And then you can work your juwaza there. So from the fingers, we're going to grab the finger, we're going to grab the wrist, we're going to grab the elbow, we're going to grab around the elbow, and we're going to make all that happen. Again, we assume the initial grab doesn't work. Like Yellow Belt, we did the grab, it worked, we're happy. Now it's Blue Belt, we grab, oh, it doesn't work. So we work on the juwaza. What happens next? What happens next? What happens next? So we start with the fingers. Start with the finger. This is offensive. So this is the kata yubi hayatori, the single finger technique. She sticks her finger in my face and I don't like it. So I grab. For whatever reason though, it's not working. It doesn't work. Now, so I take the hand and I come here and I switch it around and pull it back in and then pull it back like this. And that certainly works. Once again, other side. Pull. Whatever reason it doesn't work. So I come in here, here, boom. Now let's work on this real slow what I'm doing, all right? So when they stick the finger in your face, you pull it to you and you break it down here. Oh, I heard that pop.
I'm fine.
You got to be gentle with this. It really hurts. All right. So you're pulling and you're stepping back. Now, maybe they're trying to do something funny. Maybe they're trying to punch you, right? Or punch me up here, right? Okay. So I don't want that. So while they're trying to do that, I put their elbow in the way. Now punch me. That makes it a lot more difficult. I can throw from here, kinda, but really, if I come up here, right there, now it's all me. That finger is now my personal property. Let's try the other side. So I come here, it didn't quite work, so I push this up in the way, and now I'm off to the side. She can kind of punch me, but I can make her want to quit, and I can really take her to the ground from there. Now let's do, yes, when you work with fingers, you have to be careful. So when you work with resistance, you can snap a finger, so be real careful doing this. It just is what it is. We do a little more combat speed. Okay. From here, to here, down we go. That fast. Outside. I like left side, so if I'm going to do this combat speed, boom here, because I can come up here and I come right back around here. And it's that fast. So what I'm doing is I'm coming in and I'm grabbing this with my left hand first, because then my same side hand, my right hand and the left hand is on the same side of us here, can come right to here and push this elbow up because they're going to fight it. So let them, and now I've got the finger to turn. So the big thing is push this, use this moment, use this aida, this space between spaces, when they're worried about you pushing here, to turn your hand around to get the finger going this way. Because once you're here and they try to do anything, you move to the side and now you're set up for the off balance and the throw. So, kata yubi hayatori. Tip 6 from the wrist. So this is the katate hayatori. We call it katate tori, like in Danzanryu Jiu-Jitsu. Katate tori can be done from an attack. When she grabs my wrist, we call this kotogaishi, even though it's also katate tori. Kotogaishi, katate tori, they kind of blend together. But we call this katate hayatori because we combine it. So we're going to get her. I'm going to go grab her, and I put her in katate tori, kotogaishi, whatever, and it doesn't work, right? So they start to pull out and pull away. I go with it, circle into the reverse gooseneck from right here. Grab, come in here, doesn't work. I can circle in to the reverse gooseneck, or if they pull the other way. So if I'm coming and they try to come this way, I can pull around here and come into the reverse gooseneck. That's a long way to get there. That's a lot of wasted movement. I don't want to do that. So when I come up and I put through here and go back, I'm already getting this, so I might as well shoot to the side and come right here. Now, let's talk about what we're doing, how we're doing it. When we grab down here. We can grab with our hands across the wrist here, and this is for that big throw to protect our partner or protect whoever you're throwing. Maybe you really don't want to harm them that much. They just need a little education in the laws of physics. But if you really got to make sure that hand don't work right, when you grab, you use 2 fingers and you lock that thing in. Now from here, they're pulling and they're trying to punch you, so get to the side and say, quit punching me, and grab right here, pull that in. Now remember what I showed before, we can start hitting pressure points from there and really just make their life miserable, okay? From this side, when we grab, we go thumbs on the back, just 2 fingers is all you need because you're locking this in, locking that tight, and then, but they managed to get it out here, so shoot this under here, and again, you put this on the top, pull it in tight, keep this elbow in here so they can't elbow you. If they're going to punch you, make them hurt. Yeah. Now, there is an option, and everybody's, it happens a lot. People say, well, what if I just make a fist? You can't do the wrist grab. Okay. So when I go for you and you make the fist so I can't do the wrist grab, kobushi. You roll over the top. And then come under and back in just like we had before. So it is incredibly painful. It hurts even more. So when I grab and they make that fist, now I'm not clamping down on the fist and rotating over. I'm using my body weight to make this thing happen. So I am pushing and keeping the fingers shut. You want to close them? Keep them closed. And then we rotate. And it is that painful, that fast, the kabushi. And if it doesn't work and they manage to get out, fine, come in here and you're already back in here. So, when we do the katate hayatori, from here or from here, either one works real well. From the elbow, this is the hanma hayashime. So, the hammer combination constriction. So it's a hammer lock, but there's more to it. So again, we are in an offensive mode. So they're standing like this. There's about to be trouble. We are going to stop the trouble before it starts. We're going to come in just like before. We're going to slide in into the hammer lock. The hammer lock is loved by jackbooted forces worldwide. Now, as I'm doing this, what I want to do is pull across, but it didn't work for some reason. So I circle into what? The elbow bridge. The elbow bridge doesn't work. She tries to bend it out. So I let him come out. I bump, break, and I throw. Oh, so better. Say it from the other side. So I shoot to the inside. I come here. Oh, it didn't work. Right? Make it not work. Oh, it comes out. Haha, there we go. Boom. Into that elbow bridge. Elbow bridge, for whatever reason, doesn't work. Shoot out, and you bump, and you break, and you throw to the guard. All right, so let's work with what I'm doing. All right, so we start from the hammer lock. All right, the hammer lock moves into here. As we're shooting in here, we're also shooting across, so we can just pull here. This is pretty darn effective. However, if it doesn't work and they step out and back, you're already here in the elbow bridge. Like, they didn't remove their arm from your power. But if they do and they really successfully pull it past that, let them until you hit the wrist and circle up, boom, to hit that forward momentum to break here. Again, whether you put it on this shoulder or this shoulder is up to you. I like to here because I can throw from here if I have to, but if I can't, I'm already here into the kote makitori, which lets me throw osotogari directly from there. Other side. So I've come to here. It doesn't work for whatever reason. They turned out. Here I am. Pulled some. Boom! When they pull, I go with it and push my body into that elbow break. And then here I am for the break over the top. Here I am. The throw's set up. If you have your kazushi correct, the osotogari is an afterthought at the end. The leg is just icing on the cake. Now, I am bigger than her. What if I'm not as big? So when I go to the hanma shime, the hammerlock, and I come in here, I like this. But I've got other options. If I'm trying to reach up behind and I can't get across, grab the hair. That works. Grab the collar. That works. Grab the nerve right behind the collarbone. Y'all know this is the Vulcan neck pinch. Does it really paralyze them? No. But I guarantee if you hit that while you've got somebody, it is no kind of fun. And they're working more to get away from the nerve pinch than they are on their arm, and you can cycle into that hammerlock even harder. But if it still doesn't work, we're going to go this side? All right, let's go this side. All right. So if we come in here, and the pain just isn't enough. You did a pain technique, it just doesn't work. They just turn away from it because it didn't work. Fine. You know, get your elbow bridge. Get that thing in. Oh, it didn't work. Bam, break that thing. Punch through it. Punch through it. Keep turning. Keep turning. Oh! And now monkey stomp. So, blue belt once again is all about what if it didn't work the first time? Hammerlock's a good solid hold, but if it doesn't work, move through it to the next, to the next, to the next. Thank you. So this was Tedori Jujitsu Blue Belt Tip 6 from the fingers, wrist, and elbow. These are more difficult to practice with resistance, especially when you mess with the fingers. Be careful with the fingers. What if it's not just one finger, but a couple? Practice from a couple fingers. The move works from one or many. See what works for you. Absolutely, as you start grabbing the wrist, work on trying to get the throw. They stop the throw, you cycle right into that reverse. Same thing, you go get at that hammerlock, it doesn't work, cycle into the rest. Put a little more resistance in it. Just be careful, especially with the bumping that elbow and the breaking the elbow. It can get real nasty real quick. And falling from a sotogari from the kote makitori, breaking the kazushi, is pretty painful. So again, be nice to your opponents. But absolutely, work a little, see how they get out. That's the whole purpose. You're doing the first thing. They're trying to get out. How are they going to get out? Okay, go to the next thing. Oh, how are they going to get out of that? Go to the next thing. And that is blue belt. That's what we do. All right, if you still don't like it, well, come to class, work with us, see what you like, see what you don't like. As always, though, stay safe. Thanks.